Hey guys, it's Lanissum, and this is probably about the third time I started this recording, namely because I have two 4-minute segments in this video, but I have them transposed, so the fight was kind of weird. It took me a while to figure that out. So today is me and it's 2v2, me and my friend B. Morel. He is Prussia, I'm Indians, just normal units, and my basic tactic is having a few, I think 3 skirmisher units, they're only like 90 range, and plus 2 mobile cavalry gunners, and those are all my skirmishers. Everything else is melee. I have like 3 tribal warriors from meatshield, followed by 5 regular old warriors, followed by medicine men and some sort of special warrior dudes. Yeah, so my basic tactic is send my meatshield in, it gets chopped up. By that time all my regular warriors have arrived, and they're going to start hatcheting people, and then my medicine men will be behind and throwing in more hatchets and providing morale support. So my opponent is a British dude. He hasn't really left his spawn, so here I'm sending my cavalry to sort of mess around with him. It's really just stupid. Last time I played as Indians, I did basically the same thing with my cavalry. I don't know why, it's just kind of dumb. He's deploying stakes because I'm going to shoot him to death. I have no idea why, but yeah. Up close. Equally weird is why I'm sending my cavalry in to get shot at by these dudes, plus the other long range behind them, for I think a total of maybe 5 or 10 dead green jackets. A sound tactical maneuver at the time, I was sure, but I don't know why I did it. It's just stupid. A bit in the woods on the hill, I have some irregulars shooting at them, but they're really not going to do anything. Yeah. Expert cavalry maneuvers by yours truly. I mean, I was hoping he would attack the hill, but my opponent really just wasn't doing anything at all. So, I'm forming up my army with meatshield, followed by regular warriors, followed by elite morale troops. And since I have this nice little hill here, he can't really shoot at me, which is nice. I'm taking my time since I want to keep my troops fresh as well. My ally is already engaged the enemy on his side, and he's doing pretty good, since his opponent sort of split up his army. And yeah, he's basically just destroying it in detail. I think he said he ran a bunch of his cavalry into the stakes here too. It certainly looks like a lot of cavalry died. But yeah, these are the French. I don't really know what they're doing. Whatever. And so my opponent, he's just not doing anything, so I basically formed up for the attack. And here comes my meatshield. Someone is talking to me on Steam. Yep, my army is moving in. It's basically just 3 waves. I mean, Indians are really quite a lot of fun. I mean, they're just so simple. You just send you guys in, and as long as the enemy doesn't have significant numbers of cavalry, it's really quite straightforward. But if he has cavalry, you have to be careful about that, since Indians have trouble dealing with cavalry. So here comes my meatshield. Now they're going to start taking casualties from gunfire. And of course, the stakes. They impale people, not. Yes, and stakes really all they do is hinder his fire, which is just a boon for me, because I think he deployed a second line of stakes, and here's some friendly fire. Yeah, so his guys can't really run away anymore. And my meatshield is now approaching the enemy to make contact. It's surprising how much casualties it take before routing just regular old meatshield dudes. Oh yeah, I mean, the hatchet scenes too are pretty cool. Each one of those is a dead guy. It's kind of scary, really. There's some fight in the woods, but that won't help him against melee. So my first wave is to make contact. Here comes my second wave. And behind them will be my third wave of, like, elite troops. Of course, here comes my general to provide morale support. Although I forgot about the stakes. Yeah. Just a fail. And here comes the general. Yeah, he passed on to the afterlife. That's all part of the master plan. Of course, the unit routes because I've killed so much of it, so it can't even, like, lend some sort of suicidal support, which I don't know what with the second line of stakes I could have possibly hoped to do, but yeah. Just stakes, you can easily forget about them, kind of like that. On the flank, I have my irregulars just gunning down, because I have such a 3-to-1 superiority and all. and not to mention my cavalry, which are in the rear shooting at him as well. His troops are just getting totally gunned down on the flank, and they're also being massacred in the center and right. My cavalry, what little remains of it, because I haven't taken casualties, I'm sending it in to charge in a hammer and anvil strike. And yeah, a lot of enemy units are out, namely the green jackets, but those are going to also cause debuffs to the enemy's morale as well. I don't think I've lost a single unit to routing except for my general's bodyguard. Yeah, here's like a 90-man unit right here just routing. I mean, once the rout began, it just turned into a chain rout. And I think half this army easily routed before we actually ever got into engagement. It's kind of sad, really. I mean, that's what happens when you have a chain rout. Otherwise, full strength units basically just run from combat. And not to mention the fact they're also getting cut down when they run, since my troops can move faster. So they're not as tired as the Brits who are standing around getting hot. Yeah, basically full units just running away. Getting some good hatchet action in the back. Yeah. There goes another Brit. So, the French dude sent someone over there to do something, I don't know what, but I'm sending the rest of my skirmishers and cavalry to help my ally, who's basically winning already as well. The French guy basically was talking in chat, going, "Why am I getting swamped by Huron and the Prussians?" Because I totally trashed his ally, and you know, for some reason their Jaegers engaged in melee with the French dudes. Not sure why. He, I think, noticed I was coming for him, so he went into melee as well. It was pretty helpless at this point. I mean, those guys are pretty obviously dead tired. Getting point blank volleys off of them can't be helpful. Although this seemed like oddly ineffective volleys. Yeah. Ooh. Just not pretty at all. And the enemy's general is somewhere in that morass right there. And my cavalry, I mean, those guys run really, really fast. It's kind of scary how fast Indian cavalry can go. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's faster than light dragoons too. And these dudes, after running all the way across the map, are, I think, at best, winded. These guys have insane stamina. And over here we have some green jacket holdouts getting chopped to pieces by some medicine men I've seen over there to finish them off. I mean, those guys have bayonets, so they actually last rather. They do a pretty good job in melee compared to other skirmisher units. I think they're better than everything except for Renzers, which are basically just nasty, nasty guys. So my cavalry are just taking pot shots at the enemy who's in melee with my ally. And this is just a small contingent of my ally, but the entire remainder of the enemy force. I mean, the game was basically over at this point. I think he noticed something was going down, and I'm going to toss some French dudes pretty far. Cause some nasty casualties and run back out. On maps like this, Indians have a huge stamina advantage, namely because of heat resistance and good stamina perk. And of course my foot soldiers have arrived to pour lead into the enemy. Although just a few seconds ago the enemy general died, so they're not going to be able to take very much of this after I go in for a second charge. Start chain route. Oh wait, it actually might have been the enemy general right there. Yeah, I think my ally's general died. Not sure why, but yeah. Although I'm pretty sure my ally didn't run him into stakes. Yeah, here goes the chain route. Up. They're all running away now. Yeah. I got, I think, 2-to-1 kill death on that one. It's pretty nasty stuff. Indians are a very interesting faction to play. Good game to my opponents.